Hi guys, welcome back to some more action with Spurs in Football Manager. We're in the 11th of December now. It's been a while since since I did an update. It was in September in the game that we did an update, and we just beat QPR 1-0 in that game. We have our final game in the Europa League coming up. But before that, I'll show you how we have gone in our previous games. The last one was the 1-0 win at home to QPR. We played Charlton in the next game away in the Capital One Cup. Roberto Soldado scored all 4 goals. And we had 17 shots, 10 on target. Kabul and Digny both booked in that game. We then played Liverpool in the league, lost that game 4-3. We went down to a Lloris own goal inside 4 minutes. Sturridge made it 2-0, Balotelli made it 3-0, but Paulinho got one back, then Dembele and Eriksen made it 3-all before Sturridge got the winner in injury time. After that we bounced back by playing Sociedad, who are our opponents today in the Euro League. We beat them 3-2 away from home, Jan Vertonghen with 2, Soldado with 1, we were 3-0 up at half time. So 3-0 up just before half time, and then Imanol made it 3-1, and Martinez made it 3-2 with 3 minutes to go. We followed that game up with a 3-0 win at home to Burnley. Ayew, Eriksen and Berahino with the goals. We had 23 shots, 7 on target, 3 bookings in the match. After that we went away to Sunderland, and goals from Vertonghen, Paulinho from the penalty spot and Berahino in the 94th minute got us the victory. Berahino did miss a penalty in the 70th minute, and Wickham scored a penalty for Sunderland in the 89th minute. That's why Paulinho stepped up to take the penalty in the 79th minute, as Berahino had already missed one. Loads of bookings. There was 5 in the game. We then had a home game against Maribor in the EuroLeague. Goals from Ayew, Lamela, Adebayor and Vlad Chiliches got us the victory. Ayew was man of the match with an 8.9 rating in that game. After Maribor we played Swansea at home in the league, and we got beat 1-0, a goal from Key, which was rather disappointing, as Swansea had 6 shots and only 2 of those were on target. We had 15 shots, 8 on target. Just could not break Swansea down in that game. We then had a game against Bristol City in the Capital One Cup, and this was not a pretty game to watch. 1-0 up very early doors through Adebayor. We were 2-0 up when Frank Fielding scored an own goal. He is the Bristol City keeper. Rory Donnelly made it 2-1 just before half-time. Adebayor made it 3-1 just after half-time. Bobby Reid made it 3-2. Donnelly made it 3-all with 3 minutes to go in normal time. And Soldado got the winner in the 97th minute. We had 25 shots, 13 on target. Bristol City had slightly more possession. We then played Southampton away in the league and drew the game 1-all. Pele put Southampton 1-0 up in the 23rd minute, and Andros Townsend, who got man of the match, got our equaliser in the 64th minute. After Southampton we went away to Maribor in the EuroLeague, beat them 4-2, 2 goals for Ayew, 1 for Fazio and 1 for Kane, all in the first half. You see there, Ayew 6 minutes, Bitton 8 minutes, Fazio 9 minutes, 3 goals in 3 minutes. If you include Harry Kane's, you've got 4 goals in 7 minutes. And yeah, there's only 1 goal scored in the second half in that game. After Maribor, we went and had a home game against Stoke, which we won 3-2. Lamela early doors with a goal for 2 minutes. Diouf equalised after 4 minutes. Chiriches put us 2-1 up. Soldano made it 3-1. And Zonzi sent off after 56 minutes. And Diouf got his second after 78. So we took the game 3-2. We then played Arsenal in the league and won that game away from home 3-2. Arsenal went 1-0 up from the penalty spot. Mikel Arteta after 6 minutes. Soldado made it 1-all. Then Welbeck scored a minute later to make it 2-1. Aaron Lennon got a goal in the 56th minute to make it 2-2, and Andros Townsend got the winner in the 87th minute. Arsenal had slightly more shots on target, but we managed to get a win in that one. We then went away to Malmo and won 1-0. We were heavily fancied to win this game, and we were heavily fancied to win it by a lot of goals. But after the game against Arsenal, it was more of a case of we'd already qualified after winning our first few games in the Euro League, so I was happy with just getting a victory. Got a clean sheet after conceding a fair amount of goals. You can see there we'd conceded 2 against Arsenal, 2 against Stoke, 2 against Maribor, 1 against Southampton, 3 against Bristol City, and 1 against Swansea. Conceded in our last few games. After Malmo, though, we had what was on paper a relatively easy game against Aston Villa, but unfortunately we lost the game 1-0. Kyle Norton coming back to haunt his old club. Andy Weimann with a goal after 82 minutes. We had 18 shots, 8 on target. Villa had 9 shots, only 2 on target. It was a disappointing result, was that one? We then travelled to the Etihad to face Man City, and goals from Milner and Fernandinho gave Man City a 2-0 victory. We had slightly more shots on target and more possession, but unfortunately we could just not break them down. And yeah, it was disappointing. But we played Hull in our last game, and we unfortunately put Kyle Walker back in the starting 11 after his injury, and he was injured in the 58th minute. Unfortunately, he's not out for that long. He's out for about 3-4 weeks, I think. Ayew, though, was injured in the 7th minute, and he's out for like 6 weeks. So we need to see how we can fix the team for this game coming up against Sociedad. Berahino got the only goal in this game in the 10th minute. I rested Soldado and thought I'd give Berahino a game, as we have a couple of tough games coming up in the cups. Vargas was sent off for his second bookable offence in the 66th minute. He was booked for in the 49th minute, so 2 bookings in the space of 17 minutes didn't help his cause. So now we have a game against Sociedad in the Euro League. We then have Chelsea in the Premier League and Arsenal in the Capital One Cup. In the Euro League, Group F, in fact, I'll show you all the table. Actually, I'll show you all the tables afterwards, because we'll see who has gone through. But Group FC, we have won 5. Our goal difference is +9. Beat Maribor 4-3 and 1-0. Sorry, beat Maribor 4-0 and 4-2. We beat Malmo 4-3 and 1-0. We beat Sociedad 3-2 away from home, so hopefully we can get a home win. A draw, though, will suit us, as we will finish top of the group. We have qualified already, so it's not too bad. I'm hoping to try and get through all these 3 games in what I'm going to try and do a bumper episode. We're going to try and do live comms of the Sociedad, Chelsea and the Arsenal game. So we have a Euro League game, a Premier League game and a Capital One Cup. And we're going to see how and if we can get all those done. We'll have a look. Sociedad are playing a 4-4-1-1, it looks like. And it looks to be a very, very deep 2 central midfielders. So we'll have to see how we can get on against that. Quick pick my team says Davies at left back, Vertonghen, Kabul and Dia at the back. I'm actually going to drop Davies and play Lucas Digne in this game, because I want Davies to play in the league game against Chelsea. Got Townsend, Ericsson and Lennon with Bentaleb, Paulinho and Soldado up front. Berahino on the bench. Stambouli is going to come onto the bench for Ben Davies. And where are you? Right. So we've got Ben Davies, Fazio. I'm actually going to give Fazio the game. I promised him I'd give him some game time, so I'm going to give him this game. And I want Vertonghen fit and ready to go against Chelsea in the league. We need to get into the Champions League places. If I had to have a conversation with Christian Eriksen, as he asked to leave. He wanted to join Juventus. Apparently they were interested in him. I've had no bids in for him yet at all, so I sort of had to say I'll sell you if we don't reach the Champions League, and so I really need to pleased with how the previous chat went. Pleased I've been promised that the club will qualify for the Champions League this season. So it's interesting that his favourite personnel is Victor Fisher. I may let's try and get Victor Fisher in then, but we'll have to see where he can fit into the side. But if we have Victor Fisher potentially on the left wing with Ericsson there, that might help him out a little bit. But we've got this game against Sociedad coming up. This is an important game. I'd like to get the just 6 wins out of 6 if we could in this competition. It would mean a lot to get that. Let's see what we can do. I need. You could make a real statement of intentions in this match on go on the attack from the first whistle. How you approach this game. I'm not prepared to tell you in the press conference. I'm not going to tell them how I'm going to get on. So they're playing a defensive 4-4-1-1 with 2 defensive midfielders. Carlos Vela needs to be shown onto his weak side. Wow, I didn't realise Jesus Perez looks mental in that picture. I'm going to go with, I like using Perry Suckling for his advice. He's tactical. His tactical knowledge is very good. So I'm going to apply that advice. I am looking to potentially bring in a new assistant at the end of the season. I am going to look and see if I can find a very good assistant. This one's for the fans. Soldado looks switched off, which we can't really help. Let's start the match, and before I do anything, I want to go into the settings, highlights, key highlights, and then just so we can see a bit of the game. We'll have to see how long all this is going to last for, though. I don't want to have too much of a long episode. But wow, it looks like we've scored after 14 seconds. It's saying Townsend was injured. So how the hell did Townsend get injured and score? That's a new one to me. Here we go with the replay. Lennon is going forward, and Townsend is already injured, it looks like, when he had that shot, but he's gone down, looks like, clutching his head. Townsend's on 77%, up to 81 now. Soldado offside. Our passes have been shocking, so we'll make those changes. Townsend's coming back up, so it's not like he's actually getting that bad. Right, cross comes in from Ericsson, Kabul with a header, and it's in. Is that an own goal? It is. Castro puts it into his own net. I want to see a replay of that, because it actually looks like he boots it intentionally into his own net. Header, save, and boom. So that is either potentially a skewed clearance, which would never, I don't think I've ever seen that happen, or I'm intended to win this game by a lot and there was an own goal in there. But really pumps it forward, and Fazio has that now. Fazio, the red card master. Forward to Kabul, to Eric Dier on the right. I need to give to Henry Dyer a rest, but he's Eric Dier, sorry, but he's I've got no other right back. But we're inside forward now with Ericsson, outside to Lennon. Lennon whipped it in, and that's Soldado has made it 3-0 after 36 minutes. Too busy thinking about the right back that we need, because obviously Kyle Walker's injured, Kyle Norton got sold, and Eric Dier is our only real right back, and he's knackered. But 3-0, what's coming to half time is a fantastic performance. Andrew Townsend is going to come off, and attacking mid left. I don't really have an attacking mid left, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring Lennon over to the left, and I know Berahino can play attacking mid right, so Berahino is going to come on. I'll leave it for a little bit, but I am going to look to potentially bring on Adebayor, give him some game time, rest Soldado for the game we have coming up in the league against Chelsea. But it looks like Vea with the ball. Bentaleb puts it out of play. 55 minutes gone now. Still nothing happening. Fazio could be in trouble, and that's a yellow card for Fazio. So we have another attack. It's Digne to Ericsson to Lennon. Lennon to Paulinho. Paulinho shoots. Deflection off Berahino, and Soldado puts it in the back of the net. But it won't count. Offside. That's a bit of an upset. So what can we do in terms of who needs to come off and who needs to come on? Paulinho looking uninterested. Well, Paulinho, I'm going to give you a rest for Stambouli. Yep. And Adebayor on for Soldado. Let's hope we get no injuries in the final 10 minutes of the game. But just to freshen it up, have Stambouli there. We'll try and Stambouli's there to try and just maintain the clean sheet, and Adebayor's there, fresh pair of legs going forward. But here we go. On the attack, Real Sociedad. Digne picks it out though, plays it back to Lloris. Lloris going to bump it forward, is he? Nope, just wasting time. And the referee has blown for full time. A good solid win, congratulate the team. Passionate, a very nice victory, well done. So we finished top of the group. Played 6, won 6. We'll skip forward till the Chelsea game, then I'll have a look through the rest of the groups. In fact, overview stages. We can do it here. So, qualifying from Group A are Twente and Besiktas. Twente with 5 wins from 6. Qualifying from Group B, St Etienne and Wolfsburg, with Sevilla going out. St Etienne with 4 wins, 2 draws. Wolfsburg with 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. Qualifying from Group C are Lille and Dnipro. 3 wins apiece. Feyenoord are out. Villarreal and Lokomotiv Moscow qualify from Group D. Villarreal with 4 wins. Lokomotiv with 3 wins. And Litex were unlucky not to go through. They did not go through on goal difference in Group D. Group E, Sparta Prague and Dynamo Kiev both go through convincingly. 4 wins and 3 wins respectively. Group F we know about. Spurs and Sociedad already qualified. Group G, Leverkusen and Hull have gone through. Leverkusen with 5 victories, Hull with 3. Group H, PSV and Maccabi Tel Aviv both go through. In a very, very close group with Debrecen bottom, but with 6 points. Interesting. Every team lost in that group. There's a few groups where every team has lost. Group I, Metalist and Mlada Boleslav have gone through with 11 and 10 points respectively. Everton through with 5 wins and 1 draw from their 6, along with Krasnodar. Copenhagen have gone out. Fiorentina and Maccabi Tel Aviv have gone through, 12 points apiece. Inter and Borussia Mönchengladbach have gone through. Inter winning all 6 games, and wow, BMG gone through with only 2 victories. And you look at Guingamp above them, who had 3 victories, but wow, that's shocking. But so only 2 teams had maximum points, ourselves and Inter. Andros Townsend out for 5 to 7 days. We have a question. Quite incredible victory for your team today. Just how pleased are you by the result? Passionately, it was a terrific performance. Cheers. 160 grand for winning that game. Townsend impressive, even though he was injured. Townsend to miss Capital One Cup, that's fine. Chadley wants to discuss. Speak to Chadley. I'm concerned my career stagnating with lack of football. I haven't given you a shot. Thanks, boss. I can say that because I know Townsend's out for at least a week. I know IU's out for a bit, so Chadley will get some game time. It's just the fact that he was not registered for the Europa League, so he couldn't play. So, right, Chelsea could move to top spot, and on the scouting report, Freund says that defensive positioning. Yes, we will work on defensive positioning for this game. So, moving onwards, Chelsea coming up, and Chelsea favourites. They're 4 to 5 favourites. The draw is 2 to 1. Spurs are 3 to 1 to win the match. Defoe highlights Hazard as the danger. No shit, Sherlock. Pre-match press conference. I'm going to send my assistant. I'm not going to waste time doing that. And what is my assistant done? Perez to go all out against Chelsea. Can you give us any indication of how you're going to approach it mentally? We want to go out and absolutely dominate from the kickoff. Do we? No, I wouldn't have said so. Mourinho hoping to avoid nerves ahead of Tottenham fixture. Question. Will you be looking to capitalise on Jose Mourinho's apparently uncertainty with so much at stake? Jose Mourinho has already given my team talk for me. We can play our natural game, confident in the fact that the occasion is already getting to them. I don't know which one to go with here. I'm just going to go with whatever. It's unusual to see a manager admitting nerves. I think you're placing a bit too much importance on what he said in the press conference. There we go, sod it. I don't care. Yes, it will be a cagey affair against Chelsea. We're both up there near the top half of the league. We both just don't want to fuck up, basically. So there's a lot to lose and not much to gain, to be honest, from both from both managers and both teams. Man United beat West Ham, Arsenal beat QPR, Villa beat Sunderland, Burnley beat Crystal Palace, Newcastle beat West Brom, Swansea beat Southampton, and the late game is Stoke Hull. In this first round of fixtures, and Stoke lost to Man City 1-0. So it looks, from what I saw, that potentially there's the Merseyside derby. I thought I'd seen 2 press conferences and with Rodgers and Martinez. So it is. It's Hull, Leicester, Everton, Liverpool, Spurs, Chelsea. Yada yada yada. Don't need to worry about all this. Pre-match preview. Let's go to team selection. Do a little quick pick. So we've got Chadli, Ericsson and Lennon, Adebayor at front, Dembele, Paulinho, Davies, Vertonghen, Kabul and Dia. Vlad Chiriches is wanted, apparently. Frederick Fazio is not going to be there. Bentaleb, no. Berahino, I'm going to have Berahino on the bench instead of Harry Kane. And he wants me to start with Adebayor. I think that's a good move. Bully the defence, and then either bring on who am I thinking? I'm thinking Berahino and Soldado. Put Berahino either in the attacking mid centre or the attacking mid right. Hugo Lloris on the Felly front. He's in truly unbeatable. Sod it. I didn't really read the question. Didn't really read the answer. Right, we're going to go with Perry Suckling again, and apply advice. There we go. It's just about showing people onto their weak foot, isn't it? So pick up where you left off. So it's raining, and Ericsson kicks off. Paulinho now to Kabul, and obviously first highlight of the game, nothing much happening. Kabul has picked up a knock. That is not a good sign. Make changes because apparently we have shocking passing. I'm going to make this change. I need decent defenders on. It's Hazard with the ball to Will.i.am to Fabregas, and it's back with Hazard. Hazard in the box, he shoots, and that has gone wide. So Chiriches has come on, and Courtois pumps it forward, and that is with Vertonghen to Paulinho to Chiriches forward, and Adebayor could not get on the end of that, and it's with Will.i.am to Ramirez, and forward to Wellington Nem. Good tackle by Ben Davies there. Felipe Luis with the ball down the left now, gets crossed in, and that's easy for Lloris. Nearly 20 minutes gone, and it's 0-0. Hazard once again moving forward down the left inside the box, has a shot, and that's hit the side netting. Make changes, whatever Jesus is saying. Right, Wellington Nem now forward, looking to find Hazard. He does. Hazard back to Terry. Terry to Ramirez. Wellington Nem and Will.i.am. Fabregas now. Hazard in the edge of the box, has a shot, and that's 1-0 to Chelsea. Eden Hazard with his 10th of the season. We will skip the replay, don't need to see it. And right, once again, it's now Chelsea on the attack. It all seems to be Chelsea on the attack now. Fabregas out wide to Felipe Luis. Crosses it in. Fabregas, Hazard, and it's hit the post. And Eric Dier puts that out for a throw-in. And Paulinho is given a ticking off, nothing more. Lennon with the ball down the right, but that's easily intercepted. That's absolutely shocking play, to be honest. And we are not doing very well in these conditions. Wellington now with the ball down the right. Diego Costa, and that's 2-0. A suspicion of offside there. I do share what my teammates, what my team were going on about here, so let's have a look. Nope, he's been played onside. Ericsson has been quite error prone today, and he's on 77% fitness. Dembele has been booked. Chadli has picked up a knock. We'll see if he can shake that off. Can't really afford to make too many changes. You have not been good enough. Pull your fingers out of your rectums and get on and bloody get something from this game. Davies now played it forward. 55 minutes gone. Adebayo's taken a few knocks. Right, Chadley with the ball. That's a foul. Surely, referee, that was a foul. Remy now forward. Remy, come on, someone putting a tackle in. Thank you, Dembele. Don't play it backwards to the keeper, for fuck's sake. Vertonghen. See, there we go. This is where Chelsea are going to get a goal. Oh, they didn't. Thank God for that. 60 minutes gone. Lloris with the goal kick. And once again, Chelsea are back on the attack. Long ball forward. Deer heads it, but straight to Hazard. Now Fabregas. Now Remy. Remy inside his man. In the box. Shoots. And that's gone for... Wow, I thought that was a corner. So, I am going to make some changes now. Chadley can come off for... Who can we play on the left? Anyone can play on the left? No. So, move Lennon to the left and Berahino can go on the right mid and Soldado can come on for Adebayo. And then hopefully this sparks us into a little bit of a revival. Here we go, Chiriches forward to Lennon now on the left. Lennon fouled by Cahill, but no foul given. Wellington Nem forward to Diego Costa. To Remy now. Remy through on goal and puts it wide. That should have been 3-0 to be honest. Wellington Nem offside. Make changes so we can get some shots on goal. And Dembele forward to Ericsson. Find your space. There we go. Soldado. Beautiful ball. Lennon down the left. Lennon. Can he get past his man? No, he can't. Azpilicueta with a good challenge and that's a throw. Ericsson looking knackered, but there's nothing we can do. We've used all 3 substitutes. Soldado was caught offside. It's a free kick to the Spurs. Zuma could be in trouble here, it's saying, and he's given a talking to. And apparently there was no highlights, but here we go. Ericsson with a free kick. He shoots, and it's in. What a finish. We'll see that one again. Probably too little, too late. But here we go. Ericsson over the wall, keeper no chance in the top corner. We got one back, can we get a second with only a few seconds left in injury time? Chelsea are just playing keep ball now, so chance was getting a goal. Slimpton on, and there we go. Full time 2-1. Okay, move forward. So we are still in 6th place, but we are now 6 points behind Swansea, who are in 4th. We need to get back on track and get some more league games going. But we have Arsenal in the Capital One Cup. Chelsea grabbed deserved win. Kabul out for 7 days. Chadley out for 2 to 3 days. I'm going to send my assistant to the press conference. Dunga has been spotted at Stamford Bridge. We used Bauer's comments for motivation. Okay. Fair enough. Lukaku impresses for Everton, so Everton must have beaten Liverpool. A couple of days to go before the game. I'll quickly show you the full league table so you can see everything as we won't be having a look. So Man City are top with 38 points, Chelsea are 3 points behind them, Liverpool are 3 points behind them, level with Swansea. Man United are in 5th on 30 points, but Man United have played 15 games. Hull are in 7th, just 2 points behind us, but they've played 2 games less. Everton are 3 points behind us and they've played 1 game less, so we could drop down to 8th should results go against us. Kabul to miss the quarterfinals. First team players. And I might actually put Vorm in goal for this game against Arsenal. I want to, but Lloris has been playing well. And I suppose it is Arsenal. If it was someone else, I may have rested him. I may give Vorm the FA Cup games, which we have a tough draw away at Southampton in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. so we'll have to see what can be done in that one. Must get eligible for contract. I'm not going to worry about that. On the 21s, lost to Arsenal. My young striker is out for 3 to 4 weeks. Apparently I need to work on attacking movement, so we'll do that. One day to go now before the game against Arsenal in the Capital One Cup. See if I can emulate Pochettino, who got Spurs into the semis. The game is tonight against Sheffield United, so we'll have to see how we can get on in that game. Unlikely call up for Sinclair. Tottenham fans hopeful ahead of tight clash. Perryman recalls Northland Derby spirit. Hoddle points Welbeck as threat. We know Welbeck is a threat. Bauer's comments won't affect us. Well, let's screw it over. I'm going to go with sending my assistant to the press conference. Jose Enrique could depart Liverpool. I thought I saw that. So, who is in the other quarterfinals? That's one thing we need to. Would be nice to see. Is who else we could potentially. Actually, I'm not going to worry about who we could potentially face in the next round. We just need to concentrate on actually getting to the next round. So yeah, well, fingers crossed we'll be able to get into this game pretty soon. Right. Inbox, are these anything? Right. More time to keep Lamela promise. After speaking with Eric Lamela, assistant manager Jesus Perez believes that the player understands that his injury will affect exactly when you're in a position to keep your promise, giving him more first team football. Well, if he's injured, then obviously I can't. They're playing a 4-4-2. So Ericsson, Kane and Lennon. We have no fit left midfielder. Lamela is injured. Townsend is coming back. Okay, I can live with that. Actually, if I move Kane and then move Lennon across to the left and then put, where are you, Berahino? Come on, Berahino, where the frick are you? He's cup tied, that's why I can't do it. Quick pick. So, yeah, let's do it with that team. Dembele, Paulinho, Ericsson, Kane, Lennon, Soldado up front, Digne, Vertonghen, Fazio and Dia. Chirichez, slightly knackered, so yeah, Fazio alongside Vertonghen. Vertonghen can hopefully keep him calm. And so Berahino is cup tied, so he's more likely to play the next game against Everton in the league. Soldado is the joint top scorer with Charlie Austin in this competition with 5 goals apiece. So absence of Youn's Kabul. We look good in training. Chesney's missing, and focus on what we can do rather than what they can do. So Ospina in goal. They've got Gruss, Kreutz, Diaby, Arteta, Oxlade-Chamberlain in midfield with Alexis Sanchez and Welbeck up front, Debuchy, Savic, Vallejo and Monreal in midfield. Perry Suckling, apply advice. I'm going to go passionate. We'll go and give the fans something to cheer. So, what can we get done in this game against Arsenal in the Capital One Cup? Obviously, opening highlights. So, it'd be nice if there's a goal here, but I can't see one. Soldado, though, gets tackled by Verheyo, but Kane has the ball to Lennon, back to Soldado, back to Harry Kane, out wide left. Ericsson heads it, but there was no one in the middle there. Debuchy now with the ball down the right to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Hoofed forward. Vertonghen heads it, Dembele, Paulinho and now Harry Kane with the ball. Forward to Soldado, he shoots and that's a good save by Ospina. Dembele now to Ericsson. And was that a throw-in or is that a foul? Dembele could go into the referee's book, and it's yellow. Not much happening after 6 minutes in the game. Eriksen is looking knackered and in need of a rest already. Down to 83%. I'm going to make these changes. Whatever my assistant is asking me to potentially change, we'll do that. Up to 25 minutes gone, and not much happening. Harry Kane, it's had taken a knock, but he's still on 86%, whereas Lennon has now really taken a knock. So I just don't know what the hell we're going to do. Right, Dembele to Lennon to Kane to Lennon. Once again, inside to Dembele. Back to Paulinho. Forward to Dembele to Kane. Kane on the edge of the box. Fade it into Soldado, who shoots. And that's a goal. Is it offside? No. Oh, it is. Well, I didn't expect it to be called offside after coming through so late, but interesting. Aaron Lennon has picked up a knock. We'll keep him on till half time, and then I will have a look at the situation. I'm trying to think who I have. If I have anyone on the right side of, I can bring on for the right side of midfield. I can potentially play. Who can I play? I could. Harry Kane, Dembele, Paulinho. I have an idea. It's radical, but I have an idea. But first of all, let's passionate. If we can get a goal, let's do that. And what I'm going to do is I might change the formation. I'm seriously considering changing the formation of the side and going to what am I thinking of doing? I'm thinking of going to a 4-3-1-2 narrow, and Eriksen back there, and going Adebayor up front there like that, and seeing what we can do with that. As we're struggling with wingers, it just allows us to rotate things a bit. If I want to, I can also bring Harry Kane off if he's looking knackered, as he had a bit of a he did have the old little injured sign above his head, but it wasn't too bad of a knock. But Diaby here on the 50th minute to forward to Grosskreutz to Sanchez. Dembele though now to Fazio to Dia. Dembele was lucky there. He's already on a yellow card, so I may have to take him off just to stop him from being sent off. And it's Welbeck now, and that's a great save by Lloris. So we've got Eriksen on 73%, Moussa Dembele 75%, Paulinho 73%. Harry Kane is not looking too bad. Christian Eriksen is looking exhausted out there, so I may have to change him. In fact, I am going to change him. He is central midfielder. I'm going to go with Capu there. And we're going to have him automatic centre mid. He can follow the game, dictate the play, come back when he needs to, go forward when he needs to. Hopefully we don't need to make another change should this game potentially go to extra time. But it's Kane with the ball now, forward to Soldado. Soldado finds Adebayor. Adebayor with no one around him plays it back to Eriksen. Out wide to Paulinho, who gets dispossessed. And it's now Sanchez who plays it through to Welbeck, who's in acres of space for some reason. He shoots, and he's shot straight at the keeper. One, I don't know how the hell Welbeck got in so much space. Two, I don't know how the hell he didn't score. Walcott replaces Sanchez. Coming to the final 15 minutes of the game. Debussy down the right, crosses it in, and that's headed clear, but only as far as Arteta. The ball is now with Debussy again. It's back with Flamini. Arteta now. Paulinho and Fazio are looking exhausted out there. That's hit the post, and Dia puts it out. Oh, sorry, Digne now puts it out for a corner. Corner whipped in now by Arteta, and that's cleared, but only as far as Debussy. And Capoue puts it out for another corner. Once again, Arteta whips it in. Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Dembele now finds Adebayor. Nope, cannot find Adebayor, even though he was one-on-one. So Dembele and Paulinho both knackered, so I can make one more change. I'm going to bring Bentaleb on for Dembele. I'm going to have him on automatic. I do like Bentaleb. He can go forward, and he's good. He's a good passer. I do like how he can find players. But we made all 3 substitutions, so can we get something from the game? Gibbs has a shot, and that's gone into the side netting in the first of 3 injury time minutes. Lloris pumps it forward. Oxlade-Chamberlain with the ball, and it's now with Vertonghen. Digne forward to Adebayor. Now Kane, Soldado, Paulinho into Capoue. Forward to Kane, to Adebayor. Can he score against his former team in the final few seconds? He's fouled. This is when you need Eriksen, but unfortunately Eriksen's knackered. So, red card for Stefan Savic. Who is going to take this free kick? Who is going to step up and have the balls in the final minute of the game? As time ticks on, it's Soldado. Soldado now over the ball. Soldado runs, he shoots, and I believe that hit the woodwork. So it's Dia now with a throw to Soldado down the right, to Capoue, to Paulinho, to Bentaleb, to Digne. Go forwards, not backwards. To Bentaleb. Bentaleb in the box. Surely it's a foul. It's a corner. I think Bentaleb may have gone down there looking for a penalty. Paulinho with a corner, whips it in, and Monreal intercepted it. And that's it. The performance has been excellent. Carry on, boys. Into extra time, not injury time. We could have done without this, as we had a fair few games in recent weeks. A fair few players are knackered, including Paulinho and Vertonghen, and now we have a player injured. And unfortunately, there's just nothing I can do, so I have to put Capoue down there. Now we're playing with 10 men now, so it's 10 men against 10 men. The sending off at the end of 90 minutes won't really help us. I hope we don't go to 9, because Paulinho is looking knackered. Arteta now with the ball. It's Welbeck through on goal, and I don't know what the hell Lloris did there, but it looks like he spilled it. And yeah, I'm guessing it was one of those where Welbeck was meant to score there, but just didn't know how. There you go. Lloris has the ball and just comes to the ball, puts his hands out, and does nothing. Right, half time in extra time, and we trail 1-0. I am going to go overload to try and get this equaliser. I prefer to go down 2-0 attacking rather than lose the game 1-0 being cautious. Final 10 minutes. Yep. Hopefully these changes work. Didn't help that we've gone down to 10 men through injury rather than anything else. But it looks like we've come to the end of the game, and that's it. 1-0 defeat in the Capital One Cup. Bit of a kick in the knackers. But it was in injury time. It was a very close game. The team played well. So yeah, we lost in extra time to Arsenal. Pretty poor results in truth. I would have liked to have had 11 fit players on the pitch, but unfortunately we couldn't. So Everton beat Chelsea. Man City beat Hull in extra time. In 3 of the games, and in the other game, QPR beat Derby on penalties. Check this. We'll just have a quick look at any injuries. Aaron Lennon out for 3 weeks. Adebayor vows to end his goal drought. Hodgson was at the Emirates looking at Oxlade-Chamberlain, Danny Welbeck, Eric Dier, Aaron Lennon and Harry Kane for his next squad. So guys, I'm going to call it a day there, and hope you enjoyed this update. Yeah, we're doing pretty well in the Europa League, down to the knockout stages. Unfortunately, we're out the Capital One Cup. Tough game in the FA Cup against Southampton coming up, and in the league, we could have been a little bit higher, but we need to just get back on track and string some results together over this busy Christmas period that's coming up. But guys, I'll call it a day there, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Cheers.